Well, hi, and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is Senior Cadillac Sales Director Jordan Eicher calling in with your Wednesday wisdom from Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, usually on these calls, I am talking to beauty consultants, and I let directors glean any kind of wisdom that they can pass on or use in their own lives, but I almost always try to gear these messages to everybody. Every Mary Kay beauty consultant, whether it's her first day or her 30th year in this business. Well, today, all that's going to change. Today, I want to speak to sales directors and beauty consultants. I'll let you eavesdrop in today if you've already called in. But the reason I want to speak to sales directors today is because they are my peers. They are the women in the position that I have, and I know how I feel today, and I know how they must be feeling today. Sales directors, I'm a numbers person, in case you didn't know. I love numbers, and they love me, and I pay attention to numbers, and when you pay attention to numbers, they pay attention to you. They give you the results that you desire. And the number that I looked at today was the countdown. The countdown tells us we have 49 days left in the seminar year. And I don't know about you, but when that countdown gets into the 40s, I start to get nervous. We have 49 days until June 30th. 49 days to bring together all of those big seminar year goals, to see what the results of all of our flexibility, all of our open-mindedness, all of our learning, all of our new skills since the pandemic, all of our frustrations, all of our wins, all of our struggles, and all of our successes is going to come together to produce all of the wins that we are creating, the environment of winning that we're building for our beauty consultants during this crazy year. We are going to see what it all amounts to in 49 days. You know, in the past, I've had many years where our unit did not reach our big, audacious seminar goals. Many years where we did reach them, and a few years where we actually surpassed them and exceeded them. But I can tell you, my headspace and the questions and the thoughts that I was letting pass through my mind were the biggest deciding factors on whether we soared or whether we sank. So let me talk to you about some of the questions or the thoughts that you might want to capture in your head and really evaluate, because these are some of the things that I was thinking the years that we sank. What if I fail? Why is this happening to me or to my Susie consultant? How much will that cost me to execute that idea or that promotion or get that new tool or hire that help that I know that I need, that my gut tells me I need to win? What if they hate it? Why does this work for everyone else except for me? Why is this so hard and heavy and challenging? Can you guarantee that if I do this, I'm going to get those results? Why is everything so expensive? Why is everyone better at this than I am? Why does this always happen to me in May? What am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm doing everything right. Why isn't this working for me? Why is everyone else so much further ahead of me or further along than me? Why can't I find anybody who wants to work like I do? Okay, those are just a few of the thoughts that I remember thinking in years where we didn't finish well. And can you sort of already see why? I'm sure if you've been thinking some of those things, you're just in a place of frustration and desperation, and your desire is so strong to win, but maybe you don't see the numbers coming together on paper or on the screen. So let me tell you some thoughts that are going to help you to keep going despite your feelings. Those thoughts that I just sort of rattled off to you are not going to serve you well, and in 49 days, you're going to regret thinking them. So let's shut them off today and instead think things like, what if I succeed? What's the best thing that's going to happen when I succeed? What am I learning right now in this situation, and how can I pass that lesson on to my beauty consultants? What is this trying to teach me? Who am I going to be? How am I going to be better after I learn this lesson? Why am I feeling this way about X, Y, or Z? And is it the truth? Is that feeling true? Can I change the story that I'm telling myself about our unit? Can I change the story I'm telling myself about myself? How can I find a solution? How could this be easy? What would the next 49 days look like if this was easy? Who do I need to be to make this work? Where do I need to work the most? What can I do differently today? And lastly, what does this goal need from me? What does this goal require of me? And what's my one best next step of taking the ball down the field today for my business, for my unit, for this win? You know what, you guys? The most amazing thing is 49 days is space enough for a miracle. It is space enough for mountains to move. It's space enough for the Red Sea to part. It is space enough for you to go from where you are and shoot into the stratosphere. It's miraculous what happens in these final days of the Mary Kay Seminar year all across the country, all across the world, for leaders who choose to stay in the positive headspace. For leaders who don't ask themselves, why is everybody else better at this than me? And instead ask themselves, how can I become better? What does the goal need from me? And how can I take a step towards that today? You know, one of the reasons that I love numbers is because they've never disappointed me when I have been in the right headspace. They might not show up until the very last hour, but this is where the championship mindset, this is where the champions are made, is when maybe things aren't looking good. But instead of throwing a pity party and throwing your hands up and giving up, you focus your mind and you work as if the results are there. You act as if you've already achieved it, and in 49 days, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be a different version of yourself, and your belief will have grown and blossomed, and you will have passed it on by osmosis to all the women that are on the journey with you. Try it. Prove me right. Prove yourself wrong, and just see if you can't untrain those bad questions and bad thoughts into good questions and good thoughts. Be the best coach you've ever had. Coaching yourself first is the best way to grow as a sales director and as a leader, because when you can coach you, it makes it so much more integrity-filled and authentic and powerful to coach others from your personal struggle. Out of the struggle comes the success. Out of the struggle comes the strength. And I believe that you are the girl for the 49-day job that is set in front of us today. I'm in it with you. And I just want you to know that sales directors, I'm thinking about you today and praying for you, because we are the leaders in this great sales force that support and bolster the legacy leaders of the national sales directors. And so I want to invite you to lock hands and hearts with me across technology today and ask ourselves better questions. Think more positive thoughts. Are those thoughts true? Can we change the story we're telling ourselves about what's going to happen in the next 49 days? And can we not give up no matter what the numbers look like today? I'm in it with you. I believe in you. God bless you. And I'll be back with you again next Wednesday. Bye-bye.